And that when it comes to temptation, for all of us, and here's where we're going for the next few weeks. This is true for all of us. There's always more at stake than what we think. And when it comes to temptation, your ability to withstand temptation has a lot to do with your confidence in God. And these two things are two things that easily slide off our radar screen in the midst of temptation. But what we're going to talk about for the next few weeks is this. If we could learn to simply pause, if we would learn to simply pause in the midst of temptation and bring these two very, very important things back front and center and realize, you know what, there's more at stake than what I think. And in this temptation, it's not just an issue of my self-control. It really is an issue of my confidence in God. Now, when you hear me say that, if you think, okay, you're thinking about like your temptation, maybe it's food, it's dessert, it's an internet thing, you know, it's a person, it's a financial thing. You think about your reoccurring temptation, and you're thinking, okay, Andy, I don't know if I buy it because I don't see a relationship between my food thing and my confidence in God. Okay, I don't see the connection. Andy, I don't really see a relationship between my sexual temptation and my confidence in God. And that's why oftentimes we don't factor it in, and that's oftentimes the reason that many of us can't seem to break free of certain addictions and can't seem to break free and, remove ourselves from environments of temptation. What we're going to learn in the next few weeks, I'm giving it to you up front, is that with every temptation, there's more at stake than what you think and what I think. And in every temptation, there is a relationship between that temptation and our confidence in God. This is why some of you who aren't God followers, or maybe you're not a Christian, or again, you're coming back to church, you've been out for a long, long time. You know some Christians, and you just consider them good people. And you don't understand how they can be so good. In fact, you don't think you should try to be a Christian because you would say, you know what, I'm just not that good. Because you know people who just, things that just, take you down, things that just grab your attention, things that become, addictive behaviors for you. You know some Christians, and it just doesn't seem to faze them, and you can't understand how they could be so good. Well, let me just give you a little heads up. It's not that they're so good. It's that somewhere along the way, they learn to factor in their confidence in God into their everyday life, and their confidence in God has impacted the degree to which temptation is able to take a hold of their lives. They're not better. They just have something else going on in their life. And in every single temptation you face, and I'm not expecting you to make the connection today, but in every single temptation you face, there's more at stake than what you think, and it is always an issue to some degree of your confidence in God.